Hello boys, my name is Koyoshi. Welcome back to my blind playthrough of Super Mario RPG Remake for the Switch. In the last episode, we left off doing, what could I say? We raided the factory, did a bunch of other stuff, and pretty much nearly made it to Smithy. In fact, we did make it to Smithy. Now, with pretty much nothing else ready to be done, we are going to be going into Smithy's area and taking him on. Well, sorta. We have one fight to do first, but after that, we'll be done. Mario, I'm surprised to see you here. This is the end of the line from you. This is the closest you'll ever get to Smithy, so smear the moment. You'll be fodder for my incredible invention, the gun yoke. Alright. Almost immediately want to kill Gino, which is not fun. Alright. Have to Koopa almost immediately because of a big attack. So a lot of their moves like to cause status conditions, huh? That's not really good to deal with. Have to keep going through it though. Just like every other boss battle, we're using Peach, Dino, and Mario because they are the best setup for most battles. Oh yeah, the Breaker Beam is back, by the way. Only this time it's an instant attack that you can't really avoid much. Okay, we took out the Factory Chief with that attack. It was actually a good, perfect time to attack him. Unyoke over that our enemy. We should be able to just take him out now with melee attacks. Oh, there's that Breaker Beam again. It's random whether or not they use that, but it's really annoying because it forces us to heal with Peach instead of using her attacks, because she does have some good attack power due to the fact that it's strong both physically and defensively at the same time. I just realized, since we don't really need to use GM Boost on most of our fights, production line hasn't halted. Look, Mario, this is where the weapons come from. Where Smithy makes his weapons. To find the last star piece, stop the factory, we gotta defeat him first. Mario, there's no turning back now. Are you ready? Quest is almost over. When the time comes... Come on, let's get the show on the road. We're gonna go back and save first, though. Let's go for a different save so we don't have to redo this part again. Just like every other boss fight, it healed us once again. So we don't need to set up anything. We have pretty much all the setups we can hope for. We'll probably start by GM boosting just like the other characters, but after that we might switch out either Peach or maybe not Peach, but switch out else for Bowser so we can do a bit more damage. Honestly, just because we've dealt with that fight doesn't mean we're over with it yet. The final boss fight is one of the trickiest and most tightest battles in the whole game, so things can go on. Hey, there's the last star piece. Already finished your tour of the factory, huh? Alright then, how about a little demonstration? Yo, Smithy, stop making those things and hand over the star piece now. Huh? Haha, so you're Mario. Looks like we're gonna have a little dispute over the star. Just hand it over and get out of my castle. My, we're a little touchy today, are we? You know, I'm actually going rather fond of this place. Please, don't make us go through any more. Just give us the star now. Better yet. Why don't you give me your stars? Why then I could easily conquer your world. Then we could get rid of all wishes and create a world filled with weapons. Over here now. I'll crush you all. Alright. Nice new music, by the way. This is a really good theme to listen to. The first phase, to nobody's surprise, is not actually that difficult. You mainly actually want to just focus on Smithy himself, because he's the tricky one. Alright. Oh, I like how they recalled that fire saber, which is nice. And by the way, if anybody's confused why it was initially changed from fire saber, well, fun fact, that was supposed to be a Star Wars reference. Yeah, it was literally a Star Wars reference in this game. That's something that you can deal with. But obviously they didn't want to have that in this game, so initially they just called it Mega Drain instead. But they fixed that, and I'm so glad that it's back to its original form. Alright, Peach. Do you have I am still? Okay, we have like one firebomb. If we use that, that should kill the machine maid. Won't do any damage to the Verge, but that's fine. Or Smelter, I guess it's called. Alright, we got his first phase down. Come down, Smithy. Your head looks like a geyser. Don't get so worked up. Think of your blood pressure. We just built this yesterday and the foundation's very weak. So stop shaking the floor. How utterly annoying. Huh? What the? How in the heck? Alright, now we're into the final part. This is a true battle now. This side is actually random because while it's segmented at first, he'll transform at random. Ooh, I'm burning, seething. Never have I been so wronged. It is time. Show you my real form. I'll show you my true power. I'll teach you respect, and I shall have my revenge. Alright. Nice animation, by the way. Come on, you puny ants. Alright, this is where we want to use that party thing from before, remember? Party Energizer. We're gonna use that here. If things get tricky, we'll probably use a Res Essence on either Peach or Mario to protect them. So this guy basically just randomly transforms into other stuff, but it doesn't initially appear to be random, because he always turns into the tank head at first, but then there he does slightly stronger and more annoying abilities later. If he transforms into a specific part, I think I'm gonna change my strat a bit. Basically, we want Peach almost constantly spamming group hug, Gina using either a support strat or attacking, and Mario doing most of the damage. Oh wait, because we have party attack, does that mean we already have damage, or I don't know. Oh whatever, I'll use Geno Boost on Peach next, though. If we need to, we can have Geno use items as well. It's probably better than him doing nothing. Otherwise, you can jump this guy as well, but it's also pretty tricky to do. Alright. Alright, he's changing. This one. This is different. Come to think of it, I feel something coming up. Yeah, I'm gonna use my triple move. I forget what this die does, but it's probably not good. Each head also has its own unique weakness, but I want to make sure that I protect it first, in case it's like an instant death attack or something. Ooh, I was correct. It's a big AoE. Holy crap. Okay, we just completely negated that attack altogether. What do I do here? Let's try this. It's completely resistant to it. Figures. Each head is linked to a different element, though I only know like 1 or 2 of them. Ooh, Sword Rain. Yeah, see, that's a dangerous attack. This is the reason why we want Peach healing almost constantly. And Mario basically only attack. Okay, alright, so this one's really weak to melee attacks, but has a lot of resistance to magic. I can tell almost immediately. Alright, I'm gonna come back. Got him! And we got full health thanks to that. I don't know if I want to risk this. Hit this. Remember that item from before? Right here, Coca-Cola. We're gonna use that now. So we can maybe get a little bit more damage on him. What now? What's he gonna do now? Chesta! This may or may not be one of the toughest ones to deal with. Okay, just in case his thing ran out, I'm gonna Geno Boost Mario, but I'm not gonna have him attack this time. And that's because this guy is actually a better exploitable weakness. It's random wherever this happens, but if you can get this properly... Yeah, in case you're wondering, yeah, fire is his weakness. This is why I was hoping for this one. Although, at this point, my melee attack's almost out-damaged that of the other attack. Ooh. Scarecrow. Thankfully, we have lots of resistance to that, so it's not really that bad. Yeah, I think I was correct about Geno being the support character. We'll have him keep using items since he doesn't really seem to do anything else. We'll have Mario keep on using Flame at him. Switched again. This one. This is a completely different one as well. Alright. We have another party energizer, so let's use that now. Be nice if we knew what he was weak to, but nah. This one is probably the trickier one. Well, if that previous one was weak to fire, then this one will probably not be weak to anything really too much. Chest set again. Alright. This one is weak to fire, obviously. It's that one. That's... okay, that's like mute, basically. We'll just keep attacking him. Can't use that. May as well are silenced anyway. But group bug will fix that completely. In case you're wondering, yes, having this is really useful. Okay, so it just does a random status each time. You can pretty much immediately use a cleansing juice on Mario. Yeah. So much for how to use the items, by the way. To be fair, we want to use a lot of them here. Alright. What now? This guy has a lot of HP, of course, because he's the final boss and everything. Okay, this one, again. This one is a big melee attacker, but that means he's weak to a lot of special attacks, probably. Oh, what am I doing? I can just use therapy. What am I thinking? This is not the ever game. I can use items. Okay, we blocked that time. We didn't block that before, but now we did. He should be dead, almost. Also, isn't this the one that's weak to, like, jump or something? No, but jump does do a lot of damage, so we'll probably use that over doing initially. Oh, nice resist. Tinka is somewhat scary, but honestly, it's probably the one you want to see because it doesn't have nearly as much resistances as ever had. Just realized. Yeah, it's about almost the same. And that magic head that we got before there, that's really weak to melee attacks, so if we get that again, we can know what to do. Alright. It's hard to know exactly how long this lasts for, but this is what it is. You know what? Right, let's do a super jump. See how many hits we can get here. That was cool. Oh, we actually did finish him with that. Wow, okay. What a way to finish that. We didn't do a lot of damage, but it ended up finishing him off. It's not possible. I don't believe it. That was not calculated, by the way, at all. I just randomly decided to use super jump, and it happened that it was just enough. It calls us meddlers. But really, he's the one that's trying to meddle in our plans. And we destroyed him now. And with that, the game is officially over, basically. There is endgame content, though. Unlike in the original, where there's no game content. So, if we wanted to, we can come back and save the game again after beating the game. Send the last one way up high. Alright. So we get our final golden star. This is more like the actual traditional superstar, because it's yellow and everything. Alright. So now we have all 7 of them, which means the world is officially restored, right? Let's hope so. I did mention this was not 100%, so this is officially the end of the playthrough, which is also why I did my optional boss fights when I did. Anyways, thank you, everyone. The Star World is back to normal, and now we get one last cutscene with Gino. Alright. So yeah, he kind of turns all magical-like. Is a little, turns into a little tiny star. Alright. Now we have a nice big mega star. And now that the star is back to normal, Exar just completely vanishes from Bowser's Keep, and now the keep is back to its normal self once again. And now we get to see the results of our labor. Some of these are slightly different depending on what you're doing. There's also a fireworks thing I mentioned. If you buy a certain amount of fireworks, you can change one of the ending parts later to have like an extra bit of bonus at the end. It'll be a star if you did all 100%, but because we only got one, I'm not sure what it's going to be like. I think, if it's correct, it's going to be a mushroom. Guess. We can see that Gino's returned to his normal self. By the way, I'm sad. I was hoping that Yoshi would still be fat, but apparently they still show it as a baby Yoshi. At least it's nice to see that Crockle is enjoying himself at the Yoshi's area. Oh yeah, and apparently Booster and Valentina are getting married now. If you go back to Booster's Dow, or after a certain point, you'll actually see kind of an homage to this whole scene. You see the enemies of Monstro Town. Well, good enemies, that is. They don't fight us, they're just do other stuff. Oh wow, this looks really cool in the new HD part. Johnny. Then we have Mel with his prince crown, once again. Confirming that he's now an actual prince. Yeah. Oh, by the way, normally this scene is placed first, but for some reason they moved it to a bit later now. Bowser reconstructing his keep. With the help of all of his minions. Alright. I got Mario and Peach are the ones that do their thank yous, and that's nice because they both were in the final boss battle there. I like how some of the extra characters that you wouldn't normally see unless you did a single name did the extra content. are here as well. And also Mario saying thank you. And then we get this part. Oh, like this is new. Since 1996, based on the work of the original development staff. Oh, they literally brought back the original intro from before with its original theme. This is in the original, by the way. They, like, literally brought it back to what it looks like from the original game, which is nice. Nice Easter egg, because normally this probably would have been in 3D too, but looks like they brought it back to the original SNES look. Yes, this is literally what you see in the SNES version. The big difference is the credit writing looks new, like the newer version, but that's about it. Anyways, that's really cool. They even brought back some of the original theming too. In fact, this is basically exactly like it is in the original Super Mario RPG for Super Nintendo Remake. And yes, by the way, if anybody is familiar with Paper Mario, yes, this is a parade sequence, and if you're familiar with Paper Mario, then you might have already know about the sequence before. Well, this is the game that initially started that intro. This is like the OG sequence, and also a very cool thing you might have missed. Just like in other parade sequences, Luigi is leading the parade, which is really cool, because he doesn't appear anywhere else. But other than that, yeah, we're pretty much done with this game. This is a really nice ending sequence, very iconic. So yeah, you're probably wondering what the next game is going to be. I'll give you a hint, and this is going to be my only hint. Mario's going to see a certain ape, yes, I mean it, like in the next game. Take that into consideration, although if you figure that out, you probably already know what game it's going to be, but I'm not going to reveal it just yet. Anyways, we get a whole bunch of funny scenes. Kind of funny that most of this is still in the 3D part, like 3D, but then this one ending sequence is basically exactly like the original version. Oh yeah, and of course after all the Mario characters, we get to see all of Smithy's villains. Smithy's even riding the Axum Ranger vehicle as well, which is cool. Alright. Just like in the original. Oh wow, okay, so they changed it to 3D, but only at the very end. It's kind of interesting. Another mixed part of both being 2D and 3D. See, now that it suddenly uses the newer graphics. But for a second, it looked just like it did in the Super Nintendo version, which is interesting that they did that. Alright. Chancellor riding Yoshi, that's honestly a really cute moment of this. Though there's lots of cool moments in this ending. Now we have Mario and Peach just kind of sitting together in the last float, the star float. Alright. Oh yeah, Bowser's still here too. Alright, wait for it. We're about to see the special secret. Yep, in case you didn't notice, that looked like a mushroom. So if we do the 100% part right, instead of out of that being a mushroom, it would be a star. Additionally, if we bought no fireworks, nothing would appear there instead. But because we bought one, we get the mushroom fireworks at the end. And that's the end, basically. Alright, and with that, it's basically the end, like the actual end. I do need to show you that, obviously, this game does have save file that you can save. This also didn't happen in the original. I'm gonna save to this one, actually. Why not? I don't think I want to redo those other fights. I think I would still show Smithy in the end after that, but honestly, yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video series. Leave a like if you enjoyed, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video where we'll start up a new game with a new adventure. Until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye!